So are you thinking of moving to Meridian, Idaho, and you want to know what it's like and where everything is going to be located? We're going to do a map video tour today, and I'm going to show you how Meridian is laid out and where it's related to everything around the surrounding areas. And we're going to get that video started right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know more about what it's like to live in Meridian or the Boise surrounding area, make sure you click the link below, tap subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be the first to get notified when we post new content. My name is Ryan Pina, and we get calls, texts, and emails all the time from viewers like you who want to know more about what it's like to move and live in Meridian, Idaho. Don't be afraid to call, text, or email us anytime with any questions that you might have about relocating or moving to the area. We'd love to hear from you. So whether you're looking to move in 7 days, 70 days, or a year from now, we want to help make your move a smooth transition as possible. All right, right now, let's jump into the map tour video. We are recording. All right, everyone, let's jump into our map tour of Meridian, Idaho. So you guys can see right here is the downtown area of Meridian, and Meridian is probably one of the fastest and has been the fastest growing suburb of Boise for the past 2 to 3 years. And Meridian is located directly west of Boise. The reason why Meridian has become so popular is because Boise itself is really saturated, right? Like a lot of metropolitan cities. So the density is really, it's definitely more city life. So you have, smaller homes on smaller lots, typically in Boise, and Meridian has, you can get basically more bang for your buck compared to Boise. So you can get a little bit bigger homes, bigger lots, but there's still a ton of amenities in Meridian, unlike there was about 10, 15 years ago. So we're going to dive into a lot of things that the city of Meridian has. So one of the cool features about Meridian is we have Roaring Springs Water Park. So Roaring Springs is right here, just south of the 84 freeway. You can actually see it just off the freeway as you're driving by it. So Roaring Springs just went under construction this year on a 10-year project, and they're expanding the water park pretty dramatically. It's projected that when the water park is completely done in 10 years, it's actually going to be one of the largest water parks in the entire U.S. So that's really big for our area because, summer times when we're in the high 90s or triple digits, this water park is definitely the go-to spot for almost everybody. Just next to Roaring Springs Water Park, it's actually like the same business, I guess you want to say, and that's called Wahoo's. And Wahoo's is very similar to like what you would think of as like a Camelot or an indoor entertainment. So they have, your indoor bowling. They've got the video games, the golf carts, the go-karts, the water bumper boats. They've got little restaurants and stuff in there, laser tag, and some really cool stuff. They have the batting cages in there as well too. So all that is right here just south of the 84. And then right here we have Meridian Speedway. If you guys follow me on social media, you'll see that we go there about once a year. But it's really, really fun. So it's basically one loop of a race car track, and they do all different kinds of races, but it's really, really fun because you'll get the demolition derby that goes on here where cars are just wrecking into each other, and they're throwing watermelons all over the place to make the roads all slick, and cars are just slamming into each other, and they're towing trailers, and a lot of redneck stuff that goes on here at Meridian Speedway. So that's a really cool and fun thing to do there as well. One of the, if not like the most popular thing to do year round, whether you like shops, restaurants, whatever you like doing, all the entertainment is basically off of this road right here, which is Eagle Road. And the main focal point of, Meridian, I would say, is what we call the Village of Meridian. So the Village of Meridian is basically our outdoor mall. It's all open. There's restaurants there. You have Yard House. You have some coffee spots. You have ice cream. But there's a lot of shops there. So you have Vans. You have Lululemon, Victoria's Secret, and there's some other like very cute boutique restaurants that are there. But year-round, the Village of Meridian is extremely popular. During the summertime, they'll have like an animal show that goes on there. They'll be playing live music. There's actually a kid's playground in the middle, which is really cool. And then in the wintertime, it converts over to, they'll put an outdoor skating rink there. That's where they have Santa's Village, where you could take photos with Santa. Very, very, very popular spot to be and hang out. And then outside of the Village of Meridian, You have your big Albertsons right here, which is very popular, obviously, for groceries and stuff like that. But a lot of your haircut stuff, like sports clips and all that, is kind of in this area. And then there's restaurants that just line Eagle Road north and south, basically all the way to the freeway. And then just outside of the village, you can see when I zoom in here, we have our Chick-fil-A that's located right here. Fred Meyer's is just down the street. So that's kind of like, if you're not familiar with Fred Meyer, it's kind of like a combination of like a Ralph's and a Target kind of. So you have a lot of your department stores, and it's kind of like a department store and a grocery store put together. So you can buy clothes, you can get some home goods, you can go grocery shopping, and you can get some gardening stuff, all kind of right there at Fred Meyer's. Lowe's, Trader Joe's, all right up here, again, down Highway 55, which is Eagle. And then a lot of different restaurants that kind of line Eagle Highway. There's different poke, if you like poke bowl, there's some good steak restaurants. But Highway 55 is the main commuter road if you live in Eagle or Meridian to get to the freeway. It's a large highway, it's 4 lanes, and it takes you straight to the freeway. So if you're commuting from Eagle or Meridian to get to the highway, if you're living in, I would say, Eastern Meridian, you are going to be commuting quite a bit on Highway 55. And not only is it just a main commuter road, but it's because all the shops and restaurants are on Highway 55. So it naturally brings a lot of traffic itself because of those attractions there. Another cool thing about Meridian as well is there's a few different spots where you can actually get highway access. So right here, this is Meridian Road, which is right down the middle of Meridian. You have Eagle Road right here, and then you have 10 Mile, which is right here. And all these have direct freeway access. And it's straight shot. So you can see, very similar to Boise, Meridian itself is set up just like a grid. So it's very easy to kind of get your grasp on how to navigate around Meridian, multiple different highway access points all throughout the city. So Meridian to the airport. So if you are moving to Meridian and you travel a lot, whether it's for business or you just like to travel in general, you kind of want to know how far away from the airport, how far away from downtown Boise you are, especially if you like the Boise nightlife. It's not far. So from northwest Meridian, just to kind of give you perspective. So from the farthest tip corner up here where this Costco is. So this is the new Costco they just put in October of 2020. So pretty new. This is the Boise airport right here. So this is our only airport. Well, I shouldn't say our only airport. It's our only larger airport where if you're going to be traveling to other large cities outside of the state of Idaho. From northwest Meridian to the Boise airport without traffic is about 20-25 minutes. And if you're commuting like during rush hour, you could see anywhere from 35, 40 minutes. Reason being is this Highway 84 gets jam-packed in the morning time because all the commuters that are driving into downtown Boise. You can almost pinpoint the times of rush hour almost down to a T within about an hour to hour and a half window, because all the traffic in the morning goes this way east into downtown Boise, and then evening time about 3:30, 4 o'clock, it's all coming back west this way as everyone is leaving the downtown area. So if you're not commuting a whole lot, then that's really not going to be an issue for you. But proximity wise, it's a good idea to know where that's at and how close or how far you are from where you are looking to live as far as where the airport is. One of the coolest things that is coming to Meridian right now is Topgolf. So they are under construction right now, supposed to be completed by the end of this year, but Topgolf is right here, right off of the intersection of Highway 84 and Highway 55. And we are extremely excited about this because I'm sure, as you know, Topgolf is awesome. And this is going to be a big attraction for a lot of people that not just live in Meridian, but honestly, in any of the surrounding cities. But it's going to be actually located right here in Meridian, which is going to be really, really cool. Meridian has a lot of different community parks. You can see right here in the middle, Settlers Park. It's one of the bigger parks. A lot of the sports games that are played for youth sports are held at this park. There's another park up here, Heroes Park. That's another park where a lot of sports activities that go on at. Same down here with Fuller Park. There's also playgrounds at all these parks. Settlers Park has a splash pad for kids during the summertime. It's completely free. You show up and they got water going on, and it's got a fairly large
jungle gym area for kids. And so all kind of throughout the city, you'll have just city provided activities for young families to do and take part of that are all kind of right in the heart of the city. So if you're commuting from Meridian to Boise, whether it's for work or you're going out to a restaurant in the evening time, there's a few different ways you can get there, and you don't have to take the highway to do it. Although you can, kind of like we talked about, you can come down Meridian Road, come to Highway 84, you can come down Eagle Road, to Highway 84, you come down 10 Mile, jump on the 84, connect on the 184, and takes you straight into downtown Boise. You totally can do that. There's also a few other ways. Highway 44, which is State Street, runs east and west. This will also take you straight into downtown. And then another one of our big commuter roads, what we call Chinden, it's Highway 26. And this one also takes you directly into downtown Boise. Now you can see there's a lot of our streets here that, just like we talked about earlier, that all run east and west. So you can actually jump on one of these side streets and just go directly east, and bam, you're in downtown Boise as well. You can take Cherry, Fairview, comes down all the way down into the Boise downtown area. So there's a lot of different ways and a lot of different means of travel to get to downtown. All of these different routes vary by 5 to 10 minutes based on traffic. So you don't have to go one specific way to get into downtown or come to the airport. As a matter of fact, if you're traveling to the airport, you can take what we call backcountry roads. You can come straight south, whether it's down Eagle or down one of the highways, or side streets. You can come straight down and then, connect on off one of these back roads, Amity, Victory, Overland, to come to and jump on as well too, to get to the airport. So there's a lot of different ways of transportation, which is really, really nice and kind of avoids a lot of the traffic, especially if you want to stay off of the highway. Another cool thing that's pretty popular, it's actually located in the city of Eagle, but really, really close if you're living in the city of Meridian. It's Eagle Island State Park. A lot of natural flat water there. You can go paddleboarding there. In the wintertime, they have sledding runs. Literally, you're like 7 minutes, 10 minutes tops if you're living in the city of Meridian to get here. There's also zip lining during summertime. Again, I mentioned paddleboarding, but it's all natural, open spaces that it's provided by the state, which is a really, really cool and fun park to go to. So that's another go-to spot for a lot of people that are looking to do something local, stay close to town, and yet still be able to have some fun activities. So one of the big things to do here in the Treasure Valley, especially during the summertime, is come to over here. I'm going to circle. This is called Lucky Peak. So Lucky Peak is our go-to lake. So if you like boating, skiing, fishing, wakeboarding, wake surfing, this is the go-to lake that everyone loves to go to. It's super close and it is very, very big. And so anytime, even in the middle of summer, you go on there and it's not overly crowded. So you can commute to Lucky Peak Lake through I-84. You just kind of come take it down, get off of Highway 21, and boom, you're down at the docks. And if you're living in Meridian, I'm going to just talk about Northwest Meridian because it's the furthest point away. You're about 40 to 45 minutes from Northwest Meridian to the lake. The reason why this is so popular is obviously for the outdoor activities, but specifically for Idaho, because our sunset in the middle of summertime doesn't set till about 10:30, 10:45 in the evening time. So there's a lot of people that will work a full day's worth of work, get off around 4 or 5 o'clock, grab their truck, grab their boat, be at the lake by 6 o'clock, and you'll still have about 4 hours of river and boating time, which is awesome. And honestly, summers on the river are one of the most amazing things to do and extremely popular to do as well. So just to kind of give you guys, some perception on how far away it is, still super, super close. So you can kind of be out a little bit outside of the city of Boise, get a little bit more elbow room in Meridian, but still, again, be relatively close to the lake. Another popular thing to do, especially in the wintertime, and it's right up here, this is what we call Bogus Basin. So Bogus Basin is our go-to ski slopes for skiing and snowboarding in the wintertime. It's not our nicest, but it's the closest. So you can get to from Meridian, I should say, to Bogus Basin about 45 minutes to an hour. So it's not far at all. Again, very similar to the river. People will be working all day, go for a night ride, hit the slopes in the evening time or even during the day. There's a lot of parents that homeschool, and so they'll take their kids out to Bogus Basin during the winter time for their, PE activity or whatnot, or, skip, take a Friday off and go hit the slopes. So that's our go-to ski spot, and it's called Bogus Basin. One of the big things that is coming to Meridian, which we are extremely excited about, is In-N-Out Burger. So In-N-Out just announced earlier this year that they're going to be opening up a spot in Meridian, and it's actually going to be right here in the same shopping center as the village of Meridian. So that's going to be extremely cool. I don't think it's going to be opening up till 2023, but this is the location that they have designated for the new In-N-Out to come to Meridian. So there's a lot of growth that is coming out to the Meridian area, just because this is where a lot of the young families are. This is where all the growth is getting pushed out to, Eagle and Meridian specifically. But that's really, really cool that City Meridian gets the new In-N-Out Burger.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned a lot from this video. If you want to get more updates on our content, make sure you click the link below, hit subscribe, and tap that bell so you can be the first to get notified when we post more market update content for Meridian and the surrounding areas. See you in the next video.